Welcome to this course, Digital Forensics Made Simple. In the next slides, we will explore key concepts, tools, processes, challenges, and practical applications that help investigators collect and analyze electronic evidence while maintaining legal integrity. Sit back as we break the topic down into clear, practical steps you can use. This slide outlines the roadmap for our session, covering an introduction to digital forensics, types of digital evidence, the forensic process, common tools and techniques, key challenges, and real-world case studies and applications to tie everything together for practical understanding. We begin Part 1 with a simple introduction to digital forensics, aiming to define the field and explain why it matters today. I'll guide you through what digital forensics covers, where it's applied, and how it supports investigations in both criminal and corporate contexts. Digital forensics involves identifying, collecting, analyzing, and preserving electronic data to support investigations. It spans computer forensics, mobile device analysis, network investigations, and cloud data. The goal is to uncover reliable evidence while maintaining procedures that ensure legal admissibility and chain of custody integrity. In modern investigations, digital forensics plays three vital roles: helping resolve crimes by tracing cyber activity, ensuring evidence reliability through strict procedures and chain of custody, and supporting cybersecurity defense by identifying vulnerabilities and preventing future breaches in organizational systems. The field emerged in the 1980s as personal computers became widespread, and it evolved with advances in imaging, data recovery, and analysis tools. Today, cloud services, AI, and encrypted communications shape new trends and challenges that forensic practitioners must address to stay effective. Part 2 introduces the different types of digital evidence investigators commonly encounter, from computers and mobile devices to network logs and cloud-stored files. We'll discuss the characteristics that make digital evidence useful and the criteria investigators use to evaluate its reliability and relevance. When examining computer evidence, we focus on reliability, integrity, and relevance. Reliable evidence accurately reflects original data. Integrity ensures no tampering during collection, and relevance confirms the material directly supports the case objectives. These principles guide how analysts handle and document digital artifacts. Network-related computer evidence must also be traceable, accessible, and authentic. Traceability means clear records of data paths. Accessibility ensures logs and servers can be retrieved without undue difficulty, and authenticity requires verification that data originates from credible systems or platforms. Computer evidence from devices often differs by how portable, storage-based, or volatile it is. Mobile devices are portable and require specialized extraction tools. Storage-based data covers files and call records, and volatile data can be lost quickly unless secured immediately during an investigation. Mobile device evidence presents unique opportunities and challenges, and it can support broader investigative goals. In practice, mobile data helps connect events, verify timelines, and reveal communications, but it requires careful handling to avoid loss and to maintain forensic soundness for legal use. Oftentimes, mobile evidence is used to improve connectivity and mobility analysis, for example, by analyzing call records or location data to reconstruct movement. Investigators use this information to build timelines, corroborate statements, and identify contacts or locations relevant to an investigation. Mobile device evidence can help expand accessibility to information, foster digital innovation in investigative methods, and enhance resource allocation in operations. By leveraging mobile data carefully, teams can prioritize investigative leads and use limited resources more effectively while protecting privacy and legality. Depending on the case, mobile data may also be used alongside other sources to address environmental or systemic concerns. For instance, trends in device usage can inform broader analyses, but investigators must always focus on relevance, proportionality, and legal authority when using such information. Cloud-based evidence is increasingly central to digital investigations since many services and backups reside off-device. Cloud data can show synchronized files, logs, or user activity across platforms, so understanding how to access and preserve this evidence is essential for comprehensive analysis. Cloud services create opportunities for efficient evidence collection, but also present challenges such as jurisdiction, access controls, and encryption. Effective cloud forensics balances technical methods with legal processes to obtain data while documenting every step to maintain admissibility. When using cloud-derived evidence, investigators should also consider broader implications like involvement of third-party providers and cross-border data flows. Clear legal authorization and careful preservation procedures help ensure that cloud-sourced information remains usable in court or internal reviews. Part 3 walks through the typical digital forensics process, from identifying potential sources of evidence to producing clear, usable reports. We'll cover practical steps and best practices that keep investigations efficient, defensible, and aligned with legal requirements throughout the lifecycle of a case. Identification begins by locating data sources across devices, cloud storage, USB drives, and more. Investigators prioritize file types like emails, logs, and encrypted containers that may hold critical information, always keeping case relevance in mind to avoid collecting unnecessary or unrelated data. Preservation and documentation are foundational. Maintain a meticulous chain of custody. Create exact digital copies using bitstream imaging, and log every action taken on evidence from collection through storage. These steps protect integrity and make findings defensible in legal or disciplinary settings. During analysis and reporting, investigators review patterns, deleted files, access timelines, and other indicators to reconstruct events. They rely on specialized tools to extract and interpret data, and then present findings in a clear, non-technical report that documents methodology, discoveries, and conclusions. Part 4 examines the specific tools and techniques digital forensic teams use, from imaging and recovery utilities to network analysis platforms. Understanding tool capabilities and limitations helps practitioners choose appropriate approaches, validate results, and explain methods in reports and testimony. Forensic imaging tools let analysts create exact disk copies without altering originals, using disk cloning and write blockers to protect data. Validation mechanisms such as hashing verify that copied images match originals, providing essential proof that evidence remained unchanged during acquisition. File recovery software helps retrieve unintentionally deleted files, extract data from damaged media, and recover artifacts like metadata or encrypted fragments. These tools are tailored to piece together missing digital evidence and support reconstruction of timelines and user activity in complex cases. Network traffic analysis tools capture packets, detect intrusions, and analyze communication protocols to reveal anomalous activity. Tools like packet sniffers and IDS systems help identify unauthorized access, malware behavior, or data exfiltration by tracing how information moved across networks. Part 5 looks at core challenges facing digital forensic practitioners, including encryption, massive data volumes, evolving technologies, and legal or ethical limits. Recognizing these obstacles helps teams plan resilient processes, choose appropriate tools, and work effectively with legal counsel and stakeholders. Strong encryption, password protection, secure wiping tools, and cloud encryption all complicate access to critical evidence. Investigators must balance technical approaches, lawful access procedures, and cooperation with service providers while documenting efforts to retrieve protected data. The volume and variety of digital data is overwhelming. Investigators face data overload, multiple file formats, fragmented evidence across devices and platforms, and rapid technology changes that require constant tool and skill updates. Prioritization and scalable workflows are essential to manage complexity. Legal and ethical considerations shape every forensic action. Privacy concerns, cross-jurisdictional issues, maintaining chain of custody, and handling sensitive material ethically are all critical. Investigators must follow laws and policies to avoid overreach and to ensure evidence remains admissible and credible. Part 6 presents case studies and real-world applications where digital forensics has important impact, from cybercrime investigations to insider threat analysis and corporate fraud detection. These examples show how techniques and tools translate into actionable outcomes during investigations. In cybercrime cases, digital forensics helps analyze and retrieve device data to uncover evidence, while network analysis monitors online activity to identify sources and patterns of criminal behavior. Collaboration with international agencies is often needed to address cross-border incidents and gather comprehensive evidence. Effective cybercrime response combines strong encryption practices, adherence to legal frameworks, and regular audits to protect user data while enabling lawful investigations. Organizations that implement secure transmission and storage alongside compliance measures make it easier for investigators to operate within legal bounds. Advanced analytics such as predictive models, real-time decision-making tools, and automated systems can enhance operational efficiency in cyber investigations. These technologies help anticipate threats, speed up response, and automate repetitive tasks, but they also require careful validation and oversight. Insider threat analysis focuses on spotting risky behaviors from within an organization and protecting critical systems. This includes promoting innovation responsibly, building resilient infrastructure, and designing people-centered policies that reduce the opportunity for internal misuse while supporting legitimate operations. Mitigating insider risk also involves strengthening public-facing systems like transportation and digital infrastructure, and supporting sustainable utilities to reduce vulnerabilities. Practical measures include access controls, monitoring, employee training, and clear incident response paths to detect and respond to threats quickly. Addressing insider risk can extend to strategic initiatives like integrating renewable energy or green building practices when relevant. But the forensic focus remains on preserving evidence, monitoring critical systems, and ensuring that investigations respect privacy and legal constraints. Corporate fraud detection leverages data analytics, machine learning, and automated audit tools to identify irregular financial patterns. By combining statistical models with continual monitoring, organizations can detect anomalies earlier and prioritize investigations where potential fraud risk is highest. Successful fraud detection depends on high-quality data, regulatory compliance, and evolving techniques. Maintaining accurate datasets, aligning with legal standards, and staying current with sophisticated fraud schemes enables organizations to respond effectively to emerging risks and refine detection methods. Improved accuracy, cost efficiency, and reputation management are key benefits of mature fraud detection programs. Real-time anomaly detection reduces financial losses, cuts investigation costs, and lowers the risk of brand damage by enabling faster, more precise responses to suspicious activity. Thank you for watching this overview of digital forensics. We've covered definitions, evidence types, processes, tools, challenges, and applications to give you a practical framework for investigations. Use these principles to guide methodical, legally sound forensic work and reach out for further resources as needed.